Hey there, Sagittarius. How are you? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of June. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Saggy. Let's begin. I want to use this deck. Should I? I'm I'm a little bored with it already. I used it for Libra, Aquarius, Aries, and Leo today, and I'm contemplating whether I should use it for you as well, Sagittarius. I don't know. Okay, let's use it. I don't know. This deck, I don't usually use it. For those of you that care to know, it's called the Tarot Grand Lux. And it's a beautiful deck. It's beautiful. All right, Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's begin with your love reading for. I'm seeing some boots, like Western boots. Let's start your reading, Saggy. We have and it's interesting because it landed face down, and I was going to say we have a two-face. I should have said it. We have a two-face. Well, then look. We have the Five of Swords. So yeah, for Five of Swords, for those of you that I am connecting with, there is a particular individual that you know that is presently contemplating doing or has already done this acted in a way that, how do I say this? I mean, there's just so, let me get one more card. We have the Three of Wands. So something that's standing out to me right now, look at this ship. Right there is that thing, that face there. This is actually someone that you are going to encounter in the future. This is someone you're going to encounter in the future. This is someone who is like coming towards you. They will be coming towards you. They're in your space energetically already because they're here. This is a two-faced individual. This is someone that does not come with the best intentions. This individual being in your life does not serve you, not one bit. If you allow them into your life, they're going to screw you over. That's the Five of Swords. And then here we have the Judgment. Let me get one more card. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Nines could be of significance. Okay. Ooh, okay, let me take this in. It's I'm picking up a lot of it's a mess of emotions. It's just different types of energies here. It's mental, okay? It's mental energy. It's also past, present, future, and there's just like a lot going on here. But pretty much, guys, we have a situation in which there will be an individual that will be a part of your future in some kind of way. For a very selective few, this individual is someone that you already know. It's someone that you've already had a bad experience with. And with the Judgment call, I feel like this is a situation, or we could say a person that is coming back from the dead, okay, in a sense, with this judgment card. It just says it's like a situation I feel that is going to be revisited, okay, not necessarily by choice, okay, but here with this judgment card, certain things just happen. So I feel like this is a relationship, a connection it is that you have with a particular individual, which is going to be, again, a part of your future. I still feel like this individual is still carrying a lot of negative energies within them, around them, or just that are part of them that are, I truly feel do not serve you. And with this Nine of Wands and this Nine of Swords, I feel like this individual is going to be incredibly frustrated. For some of you, this could be someone that is coming towards you that is wanting some sort of forgiveness, for example. But it's like they're saying they want forgiveness, but their actions, we could say, are going to say otherwise. So there's a need to, we could say, look forward to this. That's what I see. There is going to be an opportunity to forgive someone, but unfortunately, I don't feel like it's going to be the right time. So that's another thing, I know I've had like a similar experience like this a while back with a friend that has for many years already. I've cut them out of my life. There were, and I'm giving you this example just to give you an idea of like what this kind of looks like. I had a friend that they were always really mean to me. And they're a childhood friend of mine, so I grew up with them. So that's the reason why they kind of stuck around even through like adulthood. And they did something very terrible where they tried to break me up with my spouse by telling them a lie that I didn't even hear or know. My spouse had to tell me, and I was like, no, that's not true. And when I confronted the friend about it, they were like, I don't know what you're talking about. And well, point being, they tried to break me and my spouse up. And they did something else that night. Well, whatever, that happened, and I just said, okay, I'm not going to talk to them. Well, they came back like several months later, and I can't remember what they sent me, an email or a text. Yeah, I think it was an email, and I think they just emailed me and they said something. I can't remember completely, guys, but it was something along the lines of, hey, how are you? How you doing? It's been a while. They were approaching me in that way, like nothing ever happened. Like they didn't just try to break me and my spouse up. And I immediately, wrote back, not immediately, but I replied back eventually. And I said, look, if I'm even going to allow you back into my life, you need to apologize to me. Which then they replied something very, obnoxious and arrogant and nasty, something along the lines of, you're crazy. I'm not going to apologize to you. You're stupid, this, and that. And I just said, wow, okay, well, I don't even think that I replied, and I just left that at that. Eventually, that friend did come back around. I think it was like a year later, and they eventually apologized. And do not make the same mistake that I did. Because just because someone apologizes doesn't mean that their apology is true. I accepted that friend back into my life, and they backstabbed me again. And that second time was, it was just the last that tried to break me and my spouse up again. And this is a friend that's been always incredibly jealous of me, and I just did not want to believe that of them because I had grown up with them, and I just didn't want to see them in that way, but they definitely did prove that to me. And you know, now that I'm here looking back, I think, wow, why did I entertain that type of individual in my life? It's just a terrible, envious, jealous individual. So it's like that, guys. You're going to have an individual that is going to be coming back that could be asking for forgiveness. Now, it could be like that scenario I just gave you. Like, when my friend, that so-called friend, came back the first time, they didn't apologize, but they just wanted to come back into my life. And once I put up boundaries and I said, no, excuse me, you need to apologize for what it is that you did to me because that was not right, they refused to, which, should have showed me their true colors. But, I don't want to say I was, because I want to continue to, believe in people. But I will say that connection, that relationship there with that friend really, really changed me in the way that I approach friendships now, which is pretty much I don't have any. But that's not the advice that I'm giving. That's just like me sharing this with you guys. So yeah, you might have someone that comes back like that, and it's like you need to hold them accountable. And guess what? When you do, they're not going to give you a true apology. They're not even going to apologize. Now, for others of you, you're going to have someone come into your life that is going to apologize, but that is going to screw you over again, because that's just the type of nasty individual it is that they are, and you are better off without them. Okay, this Nine of Wands tells me that there is a certain level of frustration here that particular individual is experiencing. Here we have the Lovers. It could be a Gemini of significance, yeah, especially here with this Page of Swords. It could be, a lover of yours. It could be another Sagittarius, a Pisces for some of you. You will receive communication from this individual. But you must be wary with this Nine of Swords. Now, this Nine of Swords is like a nightmare card. It's not the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about, there's no reason to be wary, for example. The Nine of Swords is a nightmare. I'm hearing, and we all know nightmares do sometimes come true, is what I'm hearing right now. So for many of you, I feel like there is someone that is like losing their patience. And I feel like they have slowly made their way towards you, which is reminding me of that so-called friend again. Because what did I tell you guys? They came back several months later after the incident, and they tried to make themselves into my life. I said, no, unless you apologize and acknowledge what it is that you did wrong. They didn't do it. But then they came back, like, I can't even remember, maybe it was close to a year later, and they finally apologized. That's what I'm seeing, this Nine of Wands, of a person that is just like exhausted, and they're just like, okay, I'm gonna do what you're asking me to do. But they still don't mean it. Not with this Nine of Swords. This Nine of Swords to me is saying, hey, this is something you need to be wary about. This is someone you need to be wary about. There is someone here that is, we could say, exhausted, that feels as though they have, held themselves or waited, we could say, or gone through whatever, enough time already. So here with this Three of Swords, there's a ship coming, right? It's slow moving. So yeah, it's not a car coming towards you. It's a ship. So it moves slower. So this is a person that has been slowly making their way towards you to even apologize. So this is a person that has they have issues apologizing. But it seems as though they're getting to a place where maybe they feel like they have to, if I'm hearing they want to get back into your life, do not welcome that person back in. Here in the back, you see that there is like a clock there. I think it's a clock, or is it a compass? And then right there, you see that person there? That is actually the devil's face. That is the devil's face in this deck. So that's the devil, guys. So you see, that is like a person that does not have good intentions. I do feel like this is a person, okay, that likes to humiliate people. And they like to humiliate others because they have a lot to be ashamed of. We have the Two of Cups. This is an individual that is wanting to reconnect. This is an individual that is wanting to reconnect and make peace. You know, the Two of Cups is about making peace, but in this card, it just really screams that to me because of the way that it's depicted with the hand. So it's like there's reconciliation there, a reconnecting, of uniting and making peace. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Four of Cups. So the way that I see the Ace of Wands here is an act that will inspire. An act that will inspire. And then here we have the Four of Cups, which is the complete opposite of inspiration. It's a lack of inspiration. So I see this as a person that we could say, well, this is a situation, you know, that is unfolding that should encourage me, Ace of Wands, to we could say forgive or welcome this person back into my life. But I don't know, I'm not necessarily feeling it with the Four of Cups. So that's what I see here. I see someone being wary, you know, like, I don't know, you know, even being afraid of the individual. Like, no, I'm not really trusting this situation. Like, I know there's a lot here that is encouraging, motivating me about this, you know, to do this. But with the Four of Cups here, despite that, it's not, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And then here we have the Tower. Here we have the Tower, and we have the Seven of Swords. Here, guys, with the Tower, there could be a Scorpio and Aries, and the Seven of Swords is we have an individual that is trying to start things up again on a bad foot. Now, I'm not saying that this is a relationship, a connection that is never, ever going to get resolved. But definitely this is not a time, because this individual, I mean, just energetically, they're not in a place that they're not someone that serves you at all. Tower, and then the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, I see it as someone that is trying to get away with doing something that is not right, or that it's not the right moment, it's not the right time, and they're trying to get ahead of themselves, or there's just something that is trying to be executed that should not be going on. And then right next to it, we have the Tower. I'm seeing this Tower, for example, as rebuilding. Well, this would be like rebuilding on a false foundation, on a faulty foundation. So what does that mean? If you forgive this person, it is destined to is destined to go wrong. And we can see why it's going to go wrong. Because this person still carries with them a very conflicting energy. Very conflicting, which does not serve you. I don't even feel like this person is sorry. They're not sorry. Let's see. Or I'm hearing it's not even, you know, about being sorry. You know, there's more, you know, to there's more to that. Okay, there's a certain level of consciousness there that needs to be reached, which is not only, oh, I feel bad about this, but why is this wrong? Or why shouldn't I have done this? Or, how did my actions impact this person and affect me? And it's all of those things. It's on a grander scale. It's just not about feeling sorry. So let's see. We have the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and we have the Four of Cups. And then here we have the King of Cups again. For many of you, this might be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces of significance. I don't even feel, and this individual as well, does not find themselves in an emotional state to even be able to feel the situation. And then here we have Swordfish, which I just noticed. And swordfishes, they I don't know if they fight or not, probably not, right? But just the name of it, swordfish, like I envision two swords just going back and forth. So there's like this combativeness, like energy there that I feel. And with this Four of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of emotions that this particular person is having to process and deal with, in which they are not yet ready. And I feel like this is one of the factors, okay, that is contributing to their present energetic state, and why their sorry is not really a sorry, because they have not yet fully processed this situation emotionally. Look at this King of Cups. Look at their face. I mean, wow. I mean, they just, this King of Cups to me looks so sad, but they're not saying anything. Let me have one more card for this King of Cups. Let me have one more card, Spirit, for this King of Cups. We have the Hangman. I feel like what is going to help this individual is sitting through whatever we have going on now longer. With the Hangman, guys, is about going through an experience, and through that experience gaining a higher perspective. This King of Cups paired with this Hangman shows still having to further go through an experience that is going to emotionally mature an individual. With the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups, there is a strong level of immaturity here. Absolutely, that is happening, of like not dealing with emotions properly. One more card for this Knight of Cups and this Four of Cups, Spirit. Let me grab this one. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And give me one more card for this Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So there's savings going on here. There's savings. So look at these two cards. I'm seeing this as the Queen of Pentacles. You see how the Queen of Pentacles is extending this pentacle. And if you could think about it like this, that person, this gentleman here in the Ten of Pentacles, is grabbing that pentacle and it's putting it in that jar, it's not a piggy bank, but in that money jar. So I'm seeing this Ten of Pentacles as saving. It's like saving an opportunity. So here, guys, we have a situation where I see someone, it certainly could be the feminine energy, that will be offering, extending, offering, giving, this other person an opportunity that they will be able to use later. However that resonates. I see an opportunity being granted, as a matter of fact, to this King of Pentacles, okay? But I'm hearing it's an opportunity that they're going to have to hold on to and use at a better time. And if we apply this to this reading, it's pretty much, it's not this right now, guys, this is not a good time to start, to, I don't want to say forgive, because there's always a good time to forgive, but I feel like whatever apology we have going on here, it's not a real one. So it's not about forgiving, but about someone truly learning a lesson, and it's not there yet. They're not there yet. So Pentacle energy is about growth, guys. And here we have this Knight of Wands, and this Knight of Wands to me looks angry. And then here we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Five of Swords. And then we have the Hermit here. Yeah, it goes with what I'm telling you guys. And it actually does go with the story that I was giving you guys, because, what did I say? This is the Queen of Pentacles will be giving this person here an opportunity that they can use later. In my story, I told you guys about this friend coming back, and then me telling them, you cannot come back into my life until you apologize. So that in a sense is giving them an opportunity to apologize in the future. They chose to not do it then. They took the opportunity though, and they sat on it for a while, and then they didn't come back until the next time. Which, my mistake, I forgave them, but I knew, intuitively, I deep down inside, something didn't feel right there. So that's what I see here, guys. Now, what is it going to be like the next time they come around and they use, I'm hearing, this coin and this opportunity? What is it going to be like? Well, I guess we might have to just wait and see as how this further develops. But as of right now, I mean, I do see someone coming back, and I do feel like they have been slowly making their way towards you. But, I feel like this individual still has a whole lot of growing up to do. Look, we have this Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands here looks mad. So this is a person that just has like, they react very quickly and in a very stupid way. I'm not usually the way that I, interpret the Knight of Wands, but that's just the vibe that he's given me, especially with the way it looks. It's just a person that acts from a place of anger and frustration. I feel like that is something it is that you should, that you can expect. Someone acting from a place of frustration and anger. And doing something that is going to intentionally try to hurt you. This person could say something to make you, to belittle you, to insult you. That is what is going to happen here. It goes with, like, I felt this energy from like the beginning, okay? And then here we have the Hermit, guys. I feel like the Hermit is an individual still that needs to they need to mature. They need to grow up, and they need a life lesson here to enlighten them. I feel like that will be happening. Advice for you, my dear Sagittarius. Advice for you, Saggy. Advice for you, Sagittarius. Advice for you, my dear. Let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles. I'm hearing the Two of Pentacles. Just keep just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. I feel like this situation, okay, is it's going to be a little tricky. You see, there's someone on they're doing a balancing act there. They're walking on a rope, and then they have these two pentacles that they're juggling. So it's I'm hearing this is pretty much, I'm seeing it as a situation that you're going to be going through, put in, that is really going to require a lot of your energy, your attention to stay balanced and to keep going so that you don't slip. Do you see that? Like, don't slip. Don't slip. We have the Temperance, and then we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is this indecision here. And, you know, here is depicted as a woman that is holding a veil over her eyes. And then we have the Temperance. Yeah, we have this Three of Wands again. With the Two of Swords, I'm seeing it as a person who will try to put a veil over your eyes. I'm hearing, and be careful not to put the veil, you yourself to put the veil over your eyes. Be careful, because there could be a tendency to do that. With the Temperance card, there is a very strong need, okay, for you to bring attention to your energetic state, okay, your mental, emotional, even physical, spiritual state through all of this, okay, because it's what is going to help you stay, we could say, cool, calm, and collected, and what is going to help you make the right decisions here. That is very important, guys. What is this? Oh, that's the Two of Pentacles. With this Temperance, this is also a situation, guys, where you cannot neglect. This is a situation in which you cannot neglect. I mean, people's reactions, people's energy. The Temperance, guys, is also about, I'm hearing it's a natural process here that there's a natural process occurring with a particular individual right now that has not fully yet taken place. I feel like this is a situation, I don't even want to say unfortunately, it might seem unfortunate that you have to go through this, but I feel like this is like with any experience that we go through in life, we have a decision to either fall back on it, or we have the choice to learn from it. And I do feel like this is a situation, since the Temperance is here, where, you know, the participation of the both of you is required. There's this back and forth there that will be taking place. I feel like for many of you could be through a certain period of time. Yeah, will be for some time, this back and forth that is going to take place here. So I see, I don't want to say I see someone leaving. That all depends on the decision you make. I don't see no one leaving here. I mean, for each and every one of you, I mean, everybody has freedom of choice. But I guess that is the message here. Someone will be returning. Be careful, you know, not to neglect, to ignore certain things. I frankly do feel that if you allow this person to come back into your life, they are going to hurt you, betray you in some kind of way. Let's see. Let's get an oracle card for you, my dear Sagittarius. If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre where you could book a private reading with me. If you have an Instagram, please do follow me on there. That link is down below. This is the Wings of Wisdom Oracle. We're going to grab a card from here, and then we're going to use this other deck that I have over here. Sagittarius. It says Dove. It says peace, reassurance, resolution, affirmation. Peace rises gently from within my heart, and my path is blessed with grace. Hand your worries to the divine feminine. Trust that she knows how to create solutions without force or aggression. You have the ability to settle your mind by turning into your heart and letting go. Don't wait for things to be in order before you feel at peace. Give yourself to peace and trust in your heart. Give yourself to peace and trust in your heart right now. Even the most daunting problems can be resolved more gracefully than you realize. Letting go will bring resolution more quickly and graciously. The divine feminine is reassuring you that all will be well. So look, letting go will bring resolution. So in a sense, what we have here, what is best for whatever connection it is that we have here, is letting go. And you can say, well, how is letting go any solution? It is, because there's still some more time that someone needs to reach a certain level of consciousness, okay, to that, you know, it's just going to align this entire thing and allow it to grow healthy. Letting go will bring resolution more quickly. Might not seem so, but definitely is the case. Letting go will bring resolution more quickly and graciously. The divine feminine is reassuring you that all will be well. So there's a strong need here, okay, to tap into the divine feminine energy, guys, because there is a troublesome individual, we could say here. And, well, by the looks of it, it seems as though, well, there is love here. I think we saw the Two of Cups, and we see it here. You know, there's like a person in the middle that's like bringing these two donkeys. Are those donkeys? Two donkeys together? I mean, so this is like a uniting force. We could see it as the Temperance card. There's forces actively outside, we could say, outside of you and outside of this other individual that are working with the both of you, okay, in bringing the both of you together. I don't feel like it's the right time, okay, right now. I was going to say something else. Oh, I was talking about the divine feminine energy. So the divine feminine energy, guys, it's an unconditional love. It's understanding. It's compassionate. And it's a higher vibrational energy, absolutely. So we have a situation like that where you're having to meet someone with that divine energy. You're having to embody your divine feminine energy in order to deal and even heal the present situation. All right, let's see. Sagittarius. Saggy. Let's get a card, a message, an oracle message for you, a couple of them. It says, good luck. You're manifesting nothing but good luck. Everything you put your mind to will flourish and go smoothly for you. Keep going, keep growing, and miracles will show up. So there's a need to remain positive. And absolutely, I mean, this is a situation that you could easily just completely take it in a negative way. But if you instead look at it as like a journey, a step in a journey, you know, that has to take place, that is going to bring the both of you closer to healing, I mean, it just becomes a totally different thing. And that's kind of like what we have here. Yeah, you know, even with that crappy energy that we saw there, absolutely. I mean, we saw it in your reading where there is, we could say, another chance, another opportunity that will come after this. which we could say is going to grant, we could say, the both of you the opportunity to truly forgive one another and learn from this and then carry on. This is not the time though. Teach. It says you'll one day share your story with others. You have power and a lot more than you realize. Speaking up about your experiences and about what's important to you is a way to create change. Teach. I do see like a teacher type, essence element here in the reading. Absolutely, if you were able to catch that. Teach. You'll one day share your story with others. You have power a lot more than you realize. Speaking up about your experiences and about what's important to you is a way to create change. And we have delusions. You can stay holed up in your mind, wishing, waiting, and wanting, or you can get up and make changes. Don't get lost in fantasy world when you can create a reality that is much better for you. I mean, so for many of you, don't forget that you have a choice. You have a choice. Don't get sucked into delusions. We saw that with the Two of Swords. I mean, and knowing that you have the power to change a relationship. You have the power to steer and change some very, we could say, negative aspects about a connection that have really been blocking it and hurting it. You have the opportunity and the chance to be able to shift that. This is what I have for you, my dear Saggy. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You take care, okay? Bye-bye.